Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happy watching. This is Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some more Finding Isaac Afterbirth Plus, baby. No, Rep. Not Afterbirth Plus. What the? I've been doing that all freaking day, and I don't know why. I should think I know what freaking game I'm playing by this point, but apparently not. I'm just getting the thing set up. Just give it a second. It'll go. It'll be there in a minute. Don't worry about it. There we are. There we are. And it's on mute. What are we doing? What is up? What is the deal? We're almost cleared. We got Keeper to Mother and Jacob and Asao. I'm gonna start up with Jacob and Asao and try to get the boss rush and hush unlocks. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I've been having pretty good luck with Jacob and Asao recently. I've actually got on the spoilers, I guess, for mid-June. Hi, that sucked. Could you not do that anymore, please? Thank you. Spoilers for mid-June, but I've actually got the oh shit! Get through there. I've got all of the... Oh, crud. Controller's getting wonky. Ah, controller's getting really wonky. Please, stick drift. I can't. It's trying to tell me I think to play less. I've been playing a lot of Isaac this last couple of days. But I got all of the light side post-it note marks. They're all taken care of. Everything is sorted. It is fabulous. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Really, though? Really? Do we have to? Do we have to be like this? And the answer is yes. Yes, apparently we do. So that's cool. That's cool. It's been very, very productive. It took a while. It's a lot of episodes. I've recorded a lot of episodes. Probably. Quite possibly. Too many. Oh, T. Luigi, it is wonderful to see you! It is, early evening. Well, I don't know. What is 8 p.m. to you? Would you say is that evening? Or afternoon? It's definitely not afternoon. But it doesn't feel quite like night yet. But I hope that you are doing very well. I hope that life is being kind to you, treating you as gently as you deserve. Everything is, it's kind of wonky for everyone, but hopefully it is as little wonky as possible for you. We are well enough. I think it's been very up and down the last couple of days for me. But we're kind of just plugging along, trying to make things work. I guess that's the best one can hope for. Having no major health problems, so there's that. I always like that. And just cranking along on Isaac. I should have been doing, what I should have done this weekend was make up some LBP videos, but I did not do that thing. I watched movies and played Isaac, and that was the entirety. This stick drift is gonna get us killed. And that's a problem. Come here, thank you. I know that there's a way to clean out and do repairs for PS4 controllers, but I think it requires a screwdriver, which I do not own. I mean, I own screwdrivers. In fact, I probably own more than the average number of screwdrivers, but I do not have the particular screwdriver to get the PS4 controller open. Also, I'm super worried I'd break it. Although I guess if it's not working anyways, being broken is kind of a lateral move. So, but you can see the way the characters kind of slow down a little bit when they move to the right. It's because the stick really wants to move us to the left. and that's just gonna be a problem at some point. We need bombs. We have no bombs, and that is, well, long-term deleterious to our health. I mean, not like my personal health, but the health of our characters. We would like them to not die. Okay, kill the green dude last. I like you. That is why I'm going to kill you last. That is not even anywhere close to an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. But I would not trust myself to be able to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, so I think we're okay with that. You go here, and I go here, and we bomb? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. Give me those hearts. Whee! This run is gonna be perfect. It's gonna go all the way, and it doesn't even have to go all the way. We could just do a light side run as long as we can get Hush and Boss Rush completed. It doesn't matter what else we do. Did you take the moldy bread there, my friend? These are trash, and I do not want them.
Luck up.
Tiluigi says, I've taken apart a GameCube Wavebird before, and while I can't say anything about PlayStation controllers, I can't imagine it would be too complicated in there, especially considering it's the joystick that's giving you issues. That is nice to hear. I'm sure there's a ton of tutorials on how to fix that yourself. I imagine that you're right. It's gonna have to be something for me to sit down and do. But I think there's like a proprietary screw that needs to be undone. I think I've got drivers that would handle the size of the 4 screws on the back. But there might be something like on the inside. I feel like I've checked this before and decided against it for reasons that I do not remember. The drift, though, the drift is definitely real. Ah, fudge! Okay, don't lose this bone heart, okay? We don't have to lose the bone heart. We can make this work. There we go. I'm a little bit cheesed about that. I was hoping to save a red heart so that we could take a peep in that curse room. But that ain't gonna happen. It might happen later. Oh, Hive! It is wonderful to see you, Hive. I hope you are very well. I didn't email you back, well, DM you back about Spider-Man, but I didn't really have time, and I figured we just would end up talking about it here. And I found No Way Home to be honestly oddly hollow, and I don't know precisely why that is. Okay, good. So like I'm not out in left field on that one. I think part of it was I've not generally been a fan of cinematic Spider-Man in general, and I'm really not being a fan of the direction that Marvel has taken it. All the good things about the movie were borrowed from other movies. You could say that. I mean, let me think. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I'm just thinking about to what degree I do agree with it. I love... Willem Dafoe is always amazing. I forget the dude's name who plays Doc Ock, but he's fabulous. Jamie Foxx actually did a good job, and that was surprising because I remember almost nothing from the Garfield Spider-Man, which feels like a weird phrase to say. Oh shit! Oh, we're definitely taking that. Magic Mush in the house. Alfred Molina, that's his name. was saddled with awful MCU dialogue. You're not wrong, but, like, he still brings it. Like, he's there for that role, and he's a lot of fun just to watch, kind of chewing things up. I appreciated that. I didn't like Sandman, but I don't like Sandman's actor, so that probably had a lot to do with it. And I don't feel like they have ever gotten Sandman's effects to look really good. Which is weird, but he just looks wonky. I mean, the effect itself is kind of neat, but it doesn't feel Sandman to me. Speaking of bad effects, like, I know that they were going for, yes, like, the movie universes and how they looked, but Lizard looks awful. Honestly, like, Lizard looked just like a freaking joke. I hated the Lizard's design. I liked the fact that he was weird and urbane, but I just could not get behind it. Andrew Garfield was the best the best Spider-Man in the movie. He brought a very weird energy to Spider-Man. And I'm not against it, but it felt very odd. He feels like a very odd duck. And I'm okay with that, but it's weird because, like, he and Tobey Maguire, like, distinctly feel like they're from different movies. I never liked Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, though, so that's kind of a problem there. I always thought Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was kind of a douche. I don't know, but there's just, like... The movie was for someone, but I don't think it was for me. And that's okay. Like, movies don't have to be for me. I'm perfectly fine with not being the target audience for a movie, but I really don't like Doctor Strange either. Like, everybody in the movie seems to be going out of their way to be making the worst decisions possible. The movie was for people who wanted their nostalgia nerves stimulated. And maybe that's it, because, like, I had no nostalgia for those movies. I watched the Raimi Spider-Mans, and, like, they were okay. I don't remember watching the Garfield Spider-Mans, except for bits and pieces of them on the telly. Like, I know I didn't see them in the theaters. Unop? I like Unop. Give me that Unop. Hit me up. But if I could maybe stop taking damage, that would be... I'd be super chill with that. Fucking, you know, I just said if I could maybe stop taking some damage, and here you go, just damaging me. And I think that's very rude, game. We're trying to have a conversation here, game, about movies, about cinema, deep and important things, and you're just screwing me over. Why you gotta be like that, game? You don't gotta be so you don't gotta be so hard. Is what we're going with? I don't know if we're gonna make boss rush. It's gonna be tough. And I need to make boss rush. Get the time off the screen. That's not gonna help me. That's just gonna make me more nervous. Oh, for fuck's sakes! It's very funny because... Oh, I need those socks! Those socks are so good! I'm sorry. Doctor Strange 2 is also a movie for people who want their nostalgia nerves stimulated, but it never... but it feels so much more fun. Okay. I mean, I'm not averse to giving it a shot, and I want to see Raimi. That's my main interest in seeing Doctor Strange. I do think... Okay, so... Doctor Strange 2, spoilers for anybody watching in the VODs or in chat who hasn't watched Doctor Strange 2. I'm spoiled to hell for it, so it's there. But if you don't want to be spoiled, you know, keep that in mind. Like, okay, so Wanda is the bad character. She's the villain, as partially as a result for her like fucking with people's memory in Westview in WandaVision. But like Doctor Strange is gonna go out and do a spell that's gonna mind wipe the entire world into forgetting that Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and that seems kind of, you know, that feels fucked up. I know that it's like addressed or at least lampshaded or talked about in the film, but you know, I feel like there's something a bit off about that. It probably helps that nostalgia nerves being stimulated are, those are evil dead muscles being flexed again. Okay, is that, do we want the evil dead muscles to be flexed again? Is that good? I need keys, game. You've got to give me keys, or this is all gonna be terrible. Okay, I mean, then go with the flex. Oh no! Put it on the other dude. Fudge, my tunes. I do like the life of campy horror. I mean, that's a mood. I'm there for that. I think that's why I enjoyed to some degree Welcome to Raccoon City as much as I did, because that is very much what it is. Even if it's crammed into PG-13 Marvel fare, that's a mood. God, there's no way we're gonna make boss rush. This is making me so sad. Oh, fuck you, buddy. Also, you? Just fuck all these dudes? This is the most personality-driven MCU movie I've seen since Phase 1. That's the Doctor Strange one? Oh, for Christ's sakes, Visco, stop, though, stop! Okay. Well, I'm willing to check it out. I'm gonna wait until it's not at the theaters, because I am taking so much terrible damage, just like the silliest. Oh, and it's gotta be greed. It's also like 2 hours long. Like, I'm happier with a 2 hour long movie than I am with a million hour long movie. I don't need 6 bajillion hours in my films. It scares me because I was going to append an only 2 hours long. I mean, it feels that way with a lot of the Marvel stuff. Even when they're not, like, a billion hours long, they feel like they are. Okay, we gotta run. We gotta run so fast and so hard. Fuck you, Neptunus! I hate that I wasted my time to do that. Neptunus is trash fire, and I don't want it. How fond are you of the Evil Dead movies? I love them. I don't know if I would go so far as to say a super fan, but I enjoy them very much, and it's seldom that I'm not in a mood to watch them. I guess I'm a little bit, like, on and off about Army of Darkness. I find Army of Darkness to be largely okay. But for the rest, oh, I'm right there. Okay, so first disclosure. Once the third act rolled around, I was giggling in nearly non-stop delight at the Evil Deadishness of it all. I like that. That sounds fabulous. Please, the damage must be avoided. I will take that, and I will take this, and I will run like someone who runs very slowly. I'm not a fast runner. They had to just go and hit us on the way out, didn't they? You know what surprised me about Spider-Man? And I'm honestly, like, I'm kind of shocked by this, but how little impressed I was by the mirror universe. And the thing is, the thing about that is, the thing is that that is so 100% my jam. Like, that aesthetic is entirely up my alley. And I was like, just, okay, I guess, fine. You did, I don't, some reason care. I feel like Control did the whole reality warping thing to more meaning and effect. So, like, I hate No Way Home for what it is, but I also have to acknowledge that Doctor Strange 2 is the No Way Home for Evil Dead fans. At least, you know, you're being honest about it. We appreciate honesty. We're big fans of honesty in this house. Okay, everything get out of my way. Everything get out of my way. I need you all to die. Now, I am gonna do the item room a little bit. Not the item room. The game center, because I want to trigger Cracked Orb to give us the compass effect, because I think that would be very good. Okay, that's fine. We know we gotta go down. I'm also doing a disservice to Doctor Strange 2 by saying that even if it was calculated move on Disney's part... Oh wait, hold on a second, I gotta read all this. Because Doctor Strange 2 is just a better built movie. Alright. We're here for better built movies. We like those. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Risco. What is hitting me? Honest to God, what the fudge is hitting us? Doctor Strange 1 did the Mirror Universe thing much better than No Way Home did. I don't remember hardly anything out of Doctor Strange 1 anymore. It's just mostly gone. I only remember from Doctor Strange 1 the whole death bargain thing with Dormammu. The evil dude. Like, just Doctor Strange letting him kill him over and over again. Which was clever, and I appreciate cleverness. Fucking whatever. I will take this. Oh, Jilly Beans, how you doing? Dormammu, I have come to bargain. I also have come to bargain, and that's why I've gone to Menards. Because Jesus saves at Menards. Mama! Oh, you... 29 seconds off? I am... Ah! That was so close! Okay, well, we gotta at least get Hush. If we can't get Boss Rush, we can at least get Hush. Good, Sleepy. My brother was married this weekend, and I barely slept. I mean, I could see how that would happen. And congratulations to your brother. That is wonderful news. I hope that the ceremony was everything that people wanted. Were there zombie clowns? Because I've heard that nothing spices up a wedding ceremony like zombie clowns. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. I shouldn't have gone for that shop. That shop was the mistake. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say, but I completely lost it. Now here's something I didn't get from. But yes, I also second what Hive has said. I wish, but the bride's family is decisively not into zombies. It's weird. How do you marry into a family who's not into zombies at least a little bit? I don't want to question your brother's taste because I haven't spoken to the young man in a long time. And everybody, loves who they love. But I mean, it feels. I don't know how you make that work. I feel like it could be a rocky road in the future. But you've got to stop. Please go. You've got to stop with this damage. You are just getting yourself killinated, and that's not good. Being dead is not good. Look at all this damage you've taken. You're being very silly. We're still trying to go for the hush. I am a little bit into zombies, not very into zombies, was dangerously close to swearing off zombies when everyone went zombie wild. That's a perfectly fair mood. I think that there's a space there for zombies having been, overdone as a whole. But, zombies is a concept I think that you still can do things with them. I think you could still make them work. There's still stories to be told. I would love if we could get the zombie movie genre out of the alt-right pit that it's fallen into with Evil Dead, excuse me, with Walking Dead, where zombie movies are kind of like a celebration of being the hard man. It's got to do the hard decisions. I would like to go back to zombies discussing how lack of communication kills, because that's a pretty major theme of the zombie films, or earlier zombie films at least, or Romero zombie films if we're being perfectly honest. You go here, you go here. Yeah. Pop that. And what are you? Inja. Inja doesn't really do much for me, so I'm gonna leave that be. I still have got the love for the zombies. Okay, key. I can't believe we're gonna go for Hush. That seems like such a bad idea, but I want to get something off the post-it note. It's too late to get anything else. Fuck. Can we have a zombie movie that's like the North Korea scene in World War Z? I do not remember the North Korea scene of World War Z. Not even a little bit. All I remember about World War Z in North Korea is in the book. North Korea went Hermit Kingdom, and nobody has talked to anybody from North Korea since the zombie plague happened, which doesn't seem like a thing that could be, but you know, the book had its own issues. The book very strongly had its own issues. What was I gonna... I feel like there was a thing... Oh! Hive, okay, so I wanted to ask something here, Hive. But, about No Way Home, because it's a little bit of the... Oh my... I gotta... stop with the damage. Stop with the damage. It's when Brad Pitt is interrogating the CIA dude, who is caged up, and he was talking about hypotheses about North Korea and how they survived the zombie outbreak by ordering all the citizens to have their teeth pulled. That's, that feels like a really weird take. And also seems to ignore the fact that zombies are quite capable of using their hands. Oh! You can't not take damage! God, Risco, stop! Stop it! It's not how you're gonna die. And then everybody's gonna be sad. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know about the pulling everybody's teeth to stop the zombie apocalypse. Like, that feels like a wowzers to me. Okay, but the question I got a question. Hive.
Bad trip.
Of course it's a bad trip. It does, but it's coming from a CIA dude, which is why I want a zombie movie that interrogates people's perceptions of other cultures. Ah, I see where you're going with this. Okay, that's different then. I thought, and I mean, I should have known better than to think this because it's coming from you, but for a moment I thought that you thought that was a good idea. And that seemed like it would have been a weird take from Hive. There's no way we're gonna survive the Hush fight. But we have to do it, because otherwise there's no purpose. A zombie movie as an interrogation for national response to pandemic control would be pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of what the actual book World War Z is about. It doesn't do a great job, but because it's very much in that it's a small world anyway kind of mold, but I'm ready for bed and disco live streams, of course. I mean, you know, Hirunda, it is kind of a thing. Oh, wow, there's some good items, I think. That's Candy Heart. Candy Heart is great. Like, okay, no, you gotta be here, is the thing. You go here. You go here. Fuck, we need Candy Heart just to heal? How you doing tonight, Hirunda? I hope life is being super kind to you. Hope that there's no more stress in your life than normal. Well, no, that's probably not the best way to put it. I hope there's no more stress in your life than you're capable of handling. No more stress in your life than normal could be a bad thing, depending on how much stress is normally in your life. But yeah, there are two ways we could go there. The national response to pandemics, one, and people's interpretations of other nations' responses to pandemics, two. I kind of like both of those ideas. Give me, I hate to pause mid-run, but I'm going to ask you to give me like 2 seconds, because I super need to take a bio break. I hate that, but it's true. I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, what did I get? Hiruna says I've been good, though I've only got 2 weeks of my diploma, so mildly spooked. And I'll have a piece of paper that says, yes, I can program good after 2 weeks. Excuse me, an exam period. Hiruna, I believe in you. I think that you've got this. I think that you can accomplish this goal. And we are rooting for you in every real way. And that's the truth, Ruth. The question I had about No Way Home, Hive, the spell is supposed to make everyone forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right? Like, that's the whole purpose of the spell. Now, like, certain relationships are going to be lost because they only know Peter Parker in the context of Spider-Man. So, like, Doctor Strange, for example, that makes sense. But, like, they make it like Peter Parker as an entity ceases to exist. And in fact, that's exactly what Doctor Strange says to him. It'll be like Peter Parker never existed. And that is weird. Like, wouldn't it just memory hole the connection between the two things? But people would still know Peter Parker. They just wouldn't know that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. So yeah, Peter Parker loses MJ because their relationship is, like, kind of not revolving entirely around him being Spider-Man, but that's, like, a big part of their relationship. I can dig that. But, like, she would still know him as some kid from school. That part wouldn't disappear. They've got him studying at the very end for his GED. So, like, this is not just a memory spell, but this is a spell that, like, removes from existence every identifying piece of information about Parker somehow, or established piece of information about Parker. Because why would he have to study for his fucking GED? He's graduated high school. He might not get into MIT because his consideration for readmissions into MIT was contingent upon him being Spider-Man and saving that lady. But, like, I don't... I don't, like, it just read really weird to me, and I didn't get it. Okay, I gotta dance for a little bit, so I may not be able to look at chat for a second, but... Oh, fudge. Okay, that's okay. Take that damage. Don't forget that you got the sun card. I'm gonna read that answer in just a second, because I'm kind of getting my ass kicked here. Oh, Jesus, this is awful. I hate this fight, and I never want to do this fight again. Okay, sun card. No! 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 Just stop with the continuum shots, for fuck's sakes! I am begging you! No more continuum! Much like hot takes, we no longer need them. The world has been sated. Oh shit, we're gonna lose. I hate it, but we are. Oh, you're doing continuum shots again? Okay, I see. Oh, good. Good. No, I love that. I love that for us. Oh! I take it as Doctor Strange had one spell and used it, and Peter shouldn't have gone ahead with it, but he did anyways. Anyway, want to know something even worse about the quality of the screenplay in Doctor Strange 2, which is saying something given I still enjoyed it, even as much as I did, based entirely on how energetic the filmmaking was? Okay, yeah, let me know. What is the worst thing about the quality of the screenplay of Doctor Strange 2? Does he mention remembering Spider-Man? Does Spider-Man show up? Surely they couldn't do that. I'm having a cigarette. I'm not super cheesed about that, but that run was, it was okay, but I just would have rather not have lost it. Okay. Well, he mentions Spider-Man, but when he's asked about any more information, he's all, don't know more about him. Okay. I mean, is that weird? Wait. Hold on a second. Wait. But people remember Spider-Man because you got the freaking J. Jonah Jameson is all like on the billboards, like this masked menace Spider-Man. He's still going on about it at the end of the movie. So, like, did he forget that he went to space with Spider-Man? But he hung out with him in space. He makes an alien Spider-Man makes an aliens reference, and then he's like, you're too old to remember that or something? I don't know. There's an aliens joke when they get to Thanos' ship. Like, what? Huh? I'm gonna be honest, the Doctor Strange 2 trailer and the one for the new Jurassic World movie made me giggle when I saw them in the theater. Right, we're using made-up names. You would think that, like, somebody tweaking his nose would, be something that Doctor Strange would remember, because he doesn't... Oh, Alice! How you doing? Panda! I gave up on Marvel around Homecoming. I mean, you probably weren't wrong to do that, Panda. I had a movie weekend. It was all Isaac recording and then watching movies this weekend, and I watched No Way Home, which I largely didn't like. I watched Welcome to Raccoon City, which I liked a lot more than I ever would have expected. And although here's a side note, I did not watch Morbius. Wait, what? Listen, I only watched the best Marvel movie, not that Marvel movie, Morbius. Look, there's only one good Marvel vampire movie, and that's Blade 1. Which, as a nice segue, well, not a nice segue, but a connecting piece here. Chief Irons in Welcome to Raccoon City is Quinn in Blade 1. I didn't say I didn't like Blade 2. I'm just saying that Blade 1 is the classic. Hold on a second. Hive says, but the thing is, you know how there's the thing you said about how Wanda calls out Doctor Strange for doing a thing that was largely irresponsible and how he's forgiven, and she did that thing in Westview and was a monster for it. Yes, I do remember that, Hive. And they, like... although it is Morbin time. Oh god, that's just gross. Do you know what the thing he did was that she's referring to? Like, that's the Spider-Man thing, right? The Spider-Man spell is the thing that he did. Wait, what? Hold on. If he did the spell, does that mean he remembers that he did the spell? Does anybody know that he did the spell? What the fuck? I feel twisted and tangled in plot threads that don't make any sense. It's giving Thanos the Time Stone because he looked into 4 billion possibilities and only saw one option for defeating him? Wait, what? That's what he did that she was pissed about? That doesn't make no sense. What? But that's... That was like the one thing that's the whole point, was there was one way to beat Thanos, was to give him the Time Stone so that it could set up that like was the gimmick, right? That was I looked at a billion universes and this was the one thing that worked. The 4 billion. The fuck? Marvel, fuck off. I'm wow. Just I don't know. I'm just gonna stick to watching Blade, I think. He had someone else ask him if there was anything that could have been done to prevent the snap, and he was like, nope. And the person passive aggressively says, of course not. You're the best surgeon and the best super herp. I know that you meant superhero, but I like super herp. That's what herpetologists call themselves now. Doctor Strange was actually not a surgeon. He actually has his doctorate in reptile studies. Wait, what? Alice, are you serious? I had no idea. Or unless you're just like yanking my chain, in which case that's funny. And I 100% allow it, but... Oh my god! Wait, no, I did not know. Hold on a second. I need this. I need this in my life right now. Now, if this turns out to be that, like, young Jared Leto is Morbius, that would be fucking awesome. I know it's not gonna be, but it would be hilarious. Should I watch this now? It's 5 minutes long. I don't know if I want to watch a 5-minute long ending right now. It's on YouTube. I pulled it up on Google. I just don't know if I want to watch all of it right now. Where Morbius shows up played by the director of the movie. In the alternate ending where Blade sees Morbius, it says it's Morbin time before deep kissing Morbius. How is it that we've had it's Morbin time twice in chat from two different people? Is it's Morbin time a thing? Did I miss that? Alice also saw in the Bird chat that Bird app that someone said that Snapchat has a Morbius filter. Oh my god! Please do, Alice. Please do. Oh Jesus. I mean, Hedonist, something good has to come out of it. If it's not gonna tank Jared Leto's career, then this chat is the Morbius sweep. I still haven't seen Morbius, and I don't imagine that I'm gonna. If I was still drinking, I probably would, but that option is out. I guess if I was any place where they would allow for me to use hard drugs, I probably would sit down with Morbius. It's a nice change from Garfield, to be honest. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Morbius, like, it... Just... The fact that it exists feels like they're really digging in the back catalog. Was anybody clamoring for a Morbius movie? I would argue the answer is no. Oh shit, mucormyosis, I love it. Thank you. I don't even know what Morbius is, to be honest. Only saw the posters. Morbius is the living vampire. And is like a 70s to early 80s Marvel total D-list character. I don't believe that anything ever of particular note or merit was done with Morbius. So, oh, that's okay, right, because Morbius is a Sony jam. I know that you've told me this like 3 or 4 times already, but I swear it will stick in my brain meats eventually. I'm partly curious to see Matt Smith, aka Doctor Who's performance. Wait, like, is Matt Smith is a previous Doctor Who is in Morbius, or Matt Smith's performance as Doctor Who? Oh, the thing was sent to me. Where? Where was it sent to me? Alice? Was it a whisper? Because maybe I can't see those in mod view? On Twitch, I gotta open up another Twitch then. Because I don't think I could, like, it doesn't pull up whispers in mod view for some reason. What, not Twitter? It's not my fault that they all look the same. TWI, you know? Here we are. Messages! Okay, I don't need that one open. God, my laptop is so slow. What if Morbius took the gauntlet, snapped, and said, "It's Morbin time"? Oh my god, that's so... I love it. I also love, like, the complete overwrought goofiness that he's responding to. Panda says, how good is it to have a PM who didn't shit themselves in a macasse? I don't know what a macasse is, but I'm glad that y'all have a new prime minister who's not a goober, or hopefully is not a goober. I'm not sure. Like, I guess I expect all politicians to eventually gooberfy, but it seems like this is a bright thing. Congratulations on not choosing the greater evil. Blood bombs. You get blood bombs. Blood! Blood! Oh! God, the freaking desync is real and I hate it. Oh, Macas! Well, you can spell it like it sounds. Put a K in that fucker. I've never actually seen that written down. I've only ever heard people say it. Now it makes so much more sense. It is pronounced like Mackers. Well, maybe with like slightly less of a hard R at the end of it. If we don't get this run to pop off, I'm probably gonna do Tana characters for the rest of the stream. Like Paul from the Beatles. I completely blanked out for a minute and forgot that somebody named Paul was in the Beatles. I'm just sad that the fascist ex-cop didn't lose his seat. Wait, you've got a fascist ex-cop in your government? I don't know why that should be surprising to me. It's like 80% of the US government is fascist in some ways, so... Glad Morrison is out. We won't be able to help devs bring the UK turf shit here. Yes! This is wonderful news. Unironically wonderful news. Go with that. Get stabby. We're all about being stabby. How about that dude who said the reason the far-right Christian Theocratic Party lost is because they were... Whoa. Because they were too progressive and leftist. What do words even mean anymore? What do words even fucking mean anymore? He looks like he's constantly doing Voldemort cosplay. Ah... It's funny because it's true. I'll give it to you. I'm glad to live in a post-word society. It's just gonna make life so much easier. They're pushing to the right like losers. Well, I mean, they are losers. In the most exacting senses of the word. Well, I guess in any sense of the word. Just big old losers. Big L's pointed on their heads. Losers. Well, I mean, now... Did the party who won... Did they... Are they more progressive or less progressive than the party that lost? Because I feel like that would... be some kind of indication here. Imagine trying to make caring for your fellow human beings be a bad thing. I mean, I feel like that's been the trajectory of US politics since at least the 70s. The party who won is center-right. Okay, so not right, but center-right. So less right than the folks who actually won? Gotcha. They're gonna need a coalition. Who do they coalesce with? They were center-left, but they lost that election, and their lesson was to move to the center-right. I mean, of course, as one does, right? Oh, shit. Love that.
The Hierophant.
Love that for us. And then they won, so go figures. Do you have, because I noticed you sent me, like, a little bit of stuff on the polls, and folks not being able to get to them because of needing to quarantine for COVID. Do you have a lot of issues with disenfranchisement there? I mean, they lost specifically because the right-wing party made old people an example? Old people, for example, afraid that they were going to be taxed too much. The Greens is the closest we have to a leftist party since the small parties can't do much. Gotcha. We have to go faster. And there's really no way that we could accomplish that because we are weak. We are small, weak squirrels. Even with our knives? So, given the makeup of the party that won and the issues that they might have with forming coalitions, like, well, how much chance is there for improvement in Australian politics right at the moment? Is that something that we could be hoping for? Oh, fudge. Gosh darn it. You were supposed to die on my bomb of death? There we go. A lot of potential as long as they don't go full US democracy. A full US Democrat. Oof. Well, I will keep my fingers very strongly crossed on that point. I think that we would definitely like to see the avoidance of that. How about those Labour pollies who were talking about how people should be busy voting for Labour instead of Greens, because if Labour doesn't get a majority, they won't be able to sit as a government, to which the AEC replied directly to them saying, effectively, well, you could team up with the Greens like you did in the past. Womp womp. I imagine that they were not particularly amenable to this suggestion. Also, hasn't Labour also drifted pretty strongly to the right? Or at least in the UK? I would imagine it would be kind of similar in Australia. The Greens made historic gains this time around. Nice! Good on them. They weren't, but unlike the average Green voters, they couldn't block the Australian Elections Commission. Okay. I feel like I missed a... I might have missed a thing there, because I'm not sure exactly what that response was to, but... I know sometimes we get gaps in chat because Twitch sucks. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Please go, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Blar! Blar! Yes, you're very impressive, Ichiro. Super impressive, let me tell ya. Hive means that Labour couldn't block AEC for telling them to stop being dinks. Ah, gotcha. That makes far more sense now. I don't want rocket bombs! Why would I want those? Those are terrible! Ah, this run! Are you surprised? Hive, he's been like doing his thing for about 1 billion years. I'm shocked he's not dead. Oh, why did you go to this room? This way, you can't be wasting time like this. His brother is, and it's taken him this long to do a thing on dinosaurs. Is that thing on dinosaurs in direct response to how shitty Jurassic Park or Jurassic World gets dinosaurs? Because that seems like it would be cause for a Attenborough jam. Last time Labour and the Greens teamed up, we had one of the best economies in the world. 10 years of Liberal government has us at 17. It's not What's the word I want? Not the best outcome. Fuck's sakes. Reap creep. Fuck you.
The High Priestess.
Please, Reap creep. I just want you to be dead. I want you to be as dead as spiderly possible, I guess? Oh, for fucks. Oh, for fucks. Oh, double fucks. Oh, triple fucks. God damn it, I hate Reap creep. Shit! It's not gonna accomplish anything. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I used up all my good luck on Isaac already. I could see that happening. We went from being prosperous to having illegal policies that financially ruined people and ended lives. I mean, I think in government, that's how you spell success. I'm not sure though. Oh, pandas, sleep well. We wish you a very good day at work tomorrow. I hope that everything goes smoothly. That there are no jerky kids. Because nobody likes jerky kids. No, that's true. I bet their mothers love them. But otherwise... Fudge. Oh, double fudge. You as well, Hedonut? You got... Just remember, Hedonut, just 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks, and you're all set. You've got these finals sorted. You can do it. And if not, I'll punch the finals in the face. If you pay for my flight to New Zealand, then I will definitely punch the finals in the face. Robo-debt scheme and who is responsible? You're putting robots into debt now? That doesn't seem right. I mean, do robots even have autonomy? You can't be putting robots into debt if they ain't got no autonomy. I think something smells fishy about all that. The game is just absolutely trolling us. It's amazing. I hate it. Now, I will grant, you know, I'm not playing like a super player here, but I am thinking that the game is being a bit of a jerk. Other parts of their oh, hold on a second. Let me get through this room, and I will I'll keep that. Other parts of their surplus at all costs included cutting funding to Cicero and other public services. What is, in this context, Cicero?
Isaac!
You may have mentioned it before, and if you have, I apologize. I just don't... Not pulling it up right now. Why's the government gotta have a surplus anyways? What are they saving up for? Rainy day? It's a rainy day now! Commonwealth Scientific and Research Organization. Oh, is that how we got the robo-debt? They didn't pay the robots? And then the robots couldn't pay their taxes? Oh, I'm pissed. Jacob and Asal. Alright. I'm gonna be back. Give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Cicero is how we got Wi-Fi, but you know, the Cicero apparently contributed nothing of value to the world, so they're just a waste of money. Well, shiver me timbers. That seems short-sighted. I mean, only kitted up one of the most important systems to the world today. No, it's not that big. Not that big a deal. Not that important. God, government sucks. Our system sucks. Like government. Well, I mean, government as a concept kind of sucks, but I'm still kind of wrapping my head around how like there was extra COVID money, and they just gave it to the cops. And the cops are all whinging about how policing is a dangerous job because, like, all these cops died last year. And it turned out that, like, the largest percentage of deaths came from COVID because none of them wore their masks. Cops. Government. I hate it. I hate all of it. In slightly lighter news, I still don't understand why they used 4 non-blondes. What's going on in the commercial for Welcome to Raccoon City? But I at least know how it was used in the movie, which is exactly 15 seconds of Brad Vickers playing Snake on his phone. You know, to show that it's 1998. And he's playing the song's playing on the radio, and then he gets attacked by zombies and gets eaten. Like, that's the entirety of it in the film. Anyway, Robo-Debt was algorithmically generated debt reports on Australian citizens that looked at a window of time and averaged out someone's earnings before then, determining whether they needed to pay back social support money. What the actual fuck? The system also did not account for clerical errors or typos, and so every now and then it would double up on alleged earnings. Why? Who would have? Who would think that that's a good system? That's a shitty system. Why would they do that? The system was also by policy not allowed to be questioned by this is not how you run a ship. This is a terrible idea. Why did they decide that this was something that they wanted to sink money into? The directive was to issue the debt notices even if they were known to... Okay, let me look at my crystal ball here and see if I can guess, like, the next sentence in the chain. The debt notices could be contested, but most people did not recognize or would assume they could not be contested, and so it paid the debt noted on the notice regardless of whether or not they actually owed that money, and therefore the government would get free money from credulous citizens who thought they were in trouble. Is that like the, maybe not explained perfectly well, but is that the general shape of it? Because that feels like the shape of it. I'm having a cigarette right now, by the way, just in case you're wondering why I'm not jumping directly into a stream. Oh, Called, how you doing? It is wonderful to see you tonight. You missed a couple of terrible runs. So, but hopefully you come on for a run that is actually successful. Also, but you also missed the Morbius talk, so that's the thing. The debt notices could be contested, but social services supports were suspended after debt notices were raised, so you'd have to fight a government department that won't answer calls or emails for multiple month stretches of having no money to prove they should still be paying you money and that you owe them nothing. Hi, that system just sounds like absolutely evil, and I hate every word in that. Like, that's even worse than what I had assumed. I'm glad that you're hanging in there. Today I'm doing okay. I'll be honest, it's been up and down. It's been up and down a little bit recently, but today has been a good day. I got a bunch of recording in. I watched Welcome to Raccoon City last night. I thought it was a hoot. Mostly a hoot. It had issues, but it was in the vicinity of Hoothood. Hootville, you might say, the suburb of Hootville is where you would find Welcome to Raccoon City. All the Leon stands are going to be, well, I mean, if they actually watch the movie, I think they're going to be, I don't know if they'll be displeased with their handling of Leon. He's incredibly gormless and incapable, but he's also very, like, attractive in a tousled way. So they might go for that. Hive says, they knew it was evil. There's significant pushback. It was found to have been actually illegal before being implemented, was still implemented, and went on for years before they finally decided, you know what, maybe we won't get money back if people die before paying us and other things, and stopped it. I dearly hope that this change in governments that you're having now, Hive, at least pulls things back from the brink a little bit, because the holy dogs, that sounds like shit that you would make up. I mean, not you would make up, but like a person would make up for, say, like a mid to late 80s parody of a Thatcherite government, or a satire, not a parody. Something in that vicinity. Like when you have the demons in Hellblazer, who are all like super big time Thatcherites. That sounds like something that they would come up with. This room, I'm telling you, is a pain in the butt, and it needs to be stopped. This room needs to be stopped, and by stopped I mean we just need to survive and kill everything. There we go. That was easy. What was I complaining about? There's nothing to complain about in that room. Well then. This speed down is surely not going to come back to haunt us. Not a chance. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Don't walk into the flies! Risco, that's not how you do that. That's not how you play. We do have I think a completely empty post-it note for Tainted Jacob, so we could go anywhere we want. Hive says, I mean, our pants-soiling Prime Minister, what buggered off to Hawaii during those monster brush fires, was busy trying to get his CSA, protecting head of his church and opportunity to meet Trump, while we were all in COVID lockdown. Too busy doing that to care about this country. I mean, almost feel like that if he wasn't too busy doing that, things would be worse. Like, him being distracted might have helped. Oh, fudge. I have the bombs! I am bombless! Oh, the beam! Well, that's a get for us. We're gonna ride the bean all the way to the graveyard of doom. Ours. I really need to learn how to use Tainted Asal more effectively, because I do not use him very effectively. Oh shit, this is a mistake. Stay there. Asal. Now go there. Oh shit. Okay. Thank you. I mean, his entire term was... Hold on a second. Let me clear this room. Oh, fuck! Why am I shooting him? He can't die! His entire term was him hanging out with his business mates and his church mates and doing whatever he could to make his business mates richer and his church mates more powerful, including giving them meetings with Trump to spread the megachurch to the US. We've got enough. We have our own megachurches. Thank you. We don't need yours. Hell, yours are probably like looted off of ours. Not looted, but borrowed, I guess. What do you like with the plant where you take the branch off of one plant and you put it on the other plant? Like they're cuttings? Yeah, they're probably cuttings. Oh, fucks. Grafted. I mean, they're filled with graft, so, I mean, that makes sense. I feel like File 1 looked over at all the time I was giving to File 2 and got really sad and decided to punish us. Because we're getting just absolutely shit. Just the shittiest of shit. Oh, this is a winner for us. You know what? Turn me into a fucking ghost. There, I'm a ghost now. That's not gonna save our ass. That might. Okay. Maybe we got a thing. And we are Ghost Jacob now. Which means if we get touched once by anything, we die. Like that. Anyway, our Prime Minister is now a transphobe of convenience rather than a transphobe of conviction. So I guess there's that silver lining. Like a casket liner? That sounds like, you know, usually we'd have the concrete liners for the caskets, but if you wanted to line the casket in silver, I think that you could do that thing if you wanted to. I need to rack up some wins. This is just insulting. I mean, it's better in the sense that it was like that it was worse before, but it's kind of like the decap attack. That's a great. Wow, I am salt. There is so much salt. What happens when I... What does that even do? That does nothing. It like throws an extra head. Game, go home, you're drunk. It's like losing a toe to frostbite is better than losing your leg to a tiger attack, but it's still, you know, it's a matter of degrees. The two potential entities that Labour can form a coalition with are both strong on climate action, so that's at least some hope that we have. Okay, you know, we'll take what we can get. I'm hoping for less evil for you. Oh, fucking Ishibucho. Ishibucho, fuck off. Give me a key. These are not keys. They're not even Milton keys. Wait! Oh, okay. I'm willing to wait. I'm on tenterhooks. Now I gotta wait for the federal MOG changes. Wait, is Square Enix is teaming up with their government to make special Australian Moogles? And now they're gonna be changed because the government's changed? Are you trying to do like the mascot thing? Like where every prefecture's got a mascot here? Something like that. I don't know if you're serious, Hive. I can't tell because the world is silly and inane and nothing makes sense anymore. Oh, fudge. Oh my god, he charges 4 times. Well, inasmuch as things are now changing because the government has changed. I mean, okay, you know, I was not completely incorrect, I suppose. I'm hoping that Moogles are involved at some point, because Australian Moogles would be. That feels like it could. There's like some mileage on that idea. Kupo, mate. Throw another Marlboro on a Barbie. Sorry, it sounded like a weird little flashback to teaching English again. It happens sometimes. Don't mind me. Aussie's Moogles would replace a specific C word with Kupo? Oh, I would hope not. But you're probably right. Because we can't have nice things. Also, is this Downpour 2? I think it is. Well, that's a genius get for us. It's just Wizard. Going around talking up the Warriors of Light by calling them sick Kupos. I can see that. They would. Do you think they would barbecue Chocobo? Because I feel like that's also a thing that would happen. Does anybody eat Chocobo in Final Fantasy? Because there's got to be some really good meat on those bones. Those legs, they're big. They're big legs. They get lots of usage too. Hello, Wormwood. Nice dodge there. That was a good job. Alright. We got this. This is not impossible. Oh, fudge. How do I keep on missing my throws? The thing is giant. It's huge. No, I can't. How do I lower left? Just go lower left. There was probably better stuff. Oh, no. No, please go. Make sure that you open the door. The door must be opened. There you go. That's not the way to go. Where are you going, girl? You gotta be silly like this. You're not helping anybody. Now we are Ghost Bone. We are double ghost. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck. God damn it. I do like the alt path, but sometimes it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Just a small one. Hopefully this introduction of meat will help us. And the tears up, so we can club more. Not the baby seals kind of clubbing, like just the regular people clubbing. Where they hit things with clubs, but not baby seals. Please, I need you all to die. It's asking so precious little. Just with the small the small gift of your death will put a smile on a child's face. Don't we want to see children smiling? What is wrong with you? Against children's smiles. Seriously though. Unbelievable. Now remember the thing here is you're trying to, Risco, you're trying to hit this jackass. Oh shit! Okay. Now watch out for leeches. Watch out for Oswald Spencer. I mean, at least we're replete with health. I'm a fan of that. Alright. Step 1. Complete. Step 2 is just don't die for a little while. I think. That's a pretty good step 2. We're gonna keep the Bible because the Bible will kill Mom in one hit. And I'm very interested in killing Mom in one hit. Because she's a pain in the ass. It's true. There's no lie told here. Oh god! Stop! Stop with the bombs and the attacking and the shooting and everything. It's so rude. What a... I don't know why that guy be so rude. I didn't do nothing wrong. much wrong. I didn't do much wrong. Only a little, perfectly mild murder. No more than anyone would have done. Okay, stand up, thank you. Oof! Gosh. Okay. The game... Stop, though. I asked for so little, and that little is just every great item in the game. But, at the very least, like, not trash? Are you not supposed to explode? Thank you. Oh shit. I probably shouldn't have stood, like, directly in line with that soy milk. That was probably a mistake. Not 100% sure on that one, but I'm gonna go with mistake. Now let's, since there's no, like, what's the word I want? There's no, like, time limit that we're trying to hit here. Let's be sensible about this. Let's make sure that we're using what resources are available to us. Not just throwing everything away on a whim. Because that would be goofy. We're not gonna be goofy here. We're gonna be sensible. Like sensible people. Which I'm very well known for, thank you very much. How sensible I am. As shown by me taking, like, one of the biggest tiers down in the games. Granted, it does come with a significant damage boost, so it's not that foolish. Just a little foolish. Buddy. It's nice to know this. He makes, like, Wasarango makes things explode now when I hit them, and I like things to explode. Ludicrous gibbs and all of that. Holy shit! We might have stumbled onto a pretty fantastic little combo here. Also, killing jerks in one hit is always nice. I'm a big fan of that. Oh. Don't do that, don't be silly. And she says that she immediately takes damage because that's the thing that she does. Way to go, Disco. Way to go. Just eat all the shit. Nah, this... I wouldn't say that this run is sorted. I think that would be deeply overstating the case, but... I mean, I feel like the run's got a lot of good potential. I think it has the potential to be sorted. So hopefully we'll get one win tonight. I don't think that's asking too much. Not after those, you know, the shit show runs we just had. Maybe we could do like a challenge run after this. I guess it depends on how much time we have left. If we have if we have time enough to do like another full run after this, by all means, but if time is running a little short, we can always just do a simple challenge run. This is gonna be a short one that we haven't done yet. Where am I going? Going over here. Boop. Mongo Baby doesn't help us any, and honestly neither does Almbo's only friend, so we kinda got screwed on that one. But we... Well, hold on a second, Isko. We could become Beelzebub, and that's not without merit. Please, Singe, I would like you just to die. Tears up. It's so beautiful. Also, the relic is very beautiful. This, you know, I'm starting to believe that there might be, we might have a chance. As shocking as that is. Get our health back? Yeah. We just need one more fly item. And it's not like those are super rare. Why, we could get nothing here. Because greed is an asshole.
Ancient recall.
I think we go with Chikara. I think that's the right answer. Well, was it really worth it to use Hierophant just for half a heart? We could save Hierophant for after this section, and then if we take damage here, we can heal it up with Hierophant. That sounds a lot more sensible. A lot more likely to keep us on the sunny side of life. Wow! Hey, Cancer Mom! Cancer Mom is Genki, as always. But she's not Genki enough to catch us. Because we are swift. Mama! Poor Cancer Mom. So sad. So sad when your mother succumbs to evil. You're like, no, Mom, don't be evil. It's too late, she's evil. We might actually be able to skip boss rush. We're going so fast. That would be pretty slick. Hell, we could even do boss rush for a couple of rounds to recharge the Bible. Oh, that would be silly. And I would love that. That's one of those completely unnecessarily difficult plans that just actually kind of works. Oh, you fuckers. You're such jerks. Amnesia. Amnesia, my Aunt Fanny. Which is completely different from my Aunt's Fanny. It's not the same thing at all. Alright, we got this. Now, we do need to grab a teleport card. So... Oh shit. Do teleport... Like, does the guaranteed teleport card even show up on this floor?
X-Lax.
I don't know. Oh, fudge. Please, go away. I'm very confused. I don't know if the teleport card does show up on this floor. That could make things a little bit tough. Because I don't want to do all of Boss Rush. I just want to go and bounce, if it's possible, because that's funny. If it's gonna show up, it'll be in a single room. Not like a double room, not an L room. I don't know. Maybe we can find... Oh, Jesus. Maybe we could find a teleport card in the shop. Not what I wanted, by the way. I was hoping for something cooler. None of this shit is cool. Game, why you gotta be like this? You gotta be so hard to me. So cruel. So absolutely merciless. Maybe we deserve it. Maybe we've done something awful. Mama! Well, we didn't get a teleport card, so we're not gonna do boss rush, unfortunately. Well, I'll keep boss rush just to see what it is. That is super not worth taking, so we are not going to take it. No. No. Ultimately, no. I mean, there was some neat stuff in there, but it just wasn't gonna be our jam. I wish we could have gotten the Beelzebub transformation, because that makes the corpse so much easier. Of course. Of course it's the curse that we can't see anything. I love that. It's my favorite. Oh, fudge! What hit us? It was probably a maggot. There's a lot of those going around. You think you're safe, and then boom, maggots. Stop with the damage, Risco. It's just a terrible idea to take all this damage. Oh my fucking god. I swear I just said something about that. We had 4 silver hearts and managed to waste, like, 3 of them in the space of no time at all. Just 0 time flat. How do I manage to be so bad at this game sometimes? Is he just, like, just overtired? I did wake up this morning at, like, 5, 6 o'clock and just start recording Isaac, so, you know, might have something to do with it. Just possibly. Wait, is there another one? Oh no. It's just a bag of guts. It's a bag of guts that makes worms. Well, if we can have a machine for pigs, I don't see why we can't have a machine for worms. I think that would be perfectly sensible. 100% acceptable. But also, geez, like, just kill all this shit. There. Hoover it up with the fucking fly? I actually tried to pick the fly up. Brain meats are definitely squelching to a slow tragic halt. Oh, nice. We are Bookworm, and I will absolutely risk getting a deal with the devil item in the boss room. Give me something cool, motherfucker. That's not. I mean, that's remarkably not what I was thinking of. That's it. That's just the way you're gonna be. Like a big jerk about everything. Fine, fine. See if I care. Be a jerk. We got Bookworm anyways, so we don't need that dude. We don't need its tainted blessings. Okay, I tainted blessings sounds like it would be totally badass, and I would definitely take that. Like something out of a Sabat game. Come, take my dark muffins. They have tainted blessings. Where do I go? We went in a loop. I just want to get to the boss. Freaking make everything so difficult. You don't gotta be this way. Be nice, game. You could be nice. We already know that we're gonna win, game. You don't have to make this all like a deal. You don't have to make this a thing. Our victory is secured. They're gonna make us do every freaking room, I swear. Sakes. Go away. Go away. And the eyeballs too. Just go. Really though. It's too much. Too many eyeballs. Oh, thank God. We found the... Oh, shit. Get off of me. Get off of me. Why must everything be so hard? Oh, fuck's sakes. Stop it! There. There, your friend is gone. Now it's time for you to die. Miserably. We won't talk about that item that they wanted us to take because that item was garbage. Just absolute garbage. Really, just an insult to even put in front of us. Like, if you were a host and you put that item in front of your guest, they would be like, this host sucks. I'm gonna have to call down the retribution of the gods on this host for performing such a grave disservice. Wow. Bomb? No? You lied to me? You lied to Risco? Nope, 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 don't do that, don't do that. I just want the boss room. It's such a small, little thing that you could give to me to make my life 1,000,000 times easier. And yet, you spurn me like a jilted lover. What have I done, game? Okay, granted, I'm playing like some form of crap. Not like the good kind of crap. Not crap that you would write home to somebody about. This is the other kind. Like the crappy kind? That's the kind. God, we were so close just to beating the room without taking any damage. Game, you're making me very frustrated. Okay, more legitimately, I'm making me very frustrated, but, you know. Oh, thank God. Please, some silver hearts. To make up for this just terrible, terrible play that I've done this entire floor. I know I don't deserve it, but I would really like it, is the thing. I would like it. You know? Just one silver heart would be okay. I wouldn't complain. Much. Maybe a little bit. Damn it. They actually gave it to us. Now I can't complain anymore. My life is hollow and has no meaning. Truly, I've been hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Petard. So many coins. So many coins, so many bombs. Nothing to use them on. Just the feeling of being teased. Edging for Isaac. Whoa. Oh, thank God. Boss room. Okay, now don't Don't take any damage here. That would feel very silly. Never mind. Never mind. Mother. Yosh! Alright, now we just gotta be careful. You know, much like we've been playing this entire time. Careful. Oh fuck, it's wiggle worms. I do appreciate the fact that we seem to have put the skeleton the one place that Mother can't actually get away from it. Fuck. Okay, I spoke too soon. There we go. Yosh! Fuck! It's Moea! Yatta! We actually got that done. Kind of shocked, but we did get it done. I'm not gonna watch the Mother ending because I know it's a little bit much to watch. Wait, what do our challenge runs look like? What do we got open? We do have delete this, and that's a whole kind of that's a challenge that we could do. So I'm gonna have a quick cigarette. I'm gonna have a little bit of orange juice. Give my throat like a 1-minute rest, which is obviated by the cigarette, and then I'm gonna be right back. Alright, let's try the delete this challenge. The delete challenge is, goes to Blue Baby. Every item is this weird, glitchy thing. You have no idea what it does. The effects are all randomized. None of the names mean any sense. I played one recently where the items would summon about a dozen enemies into the room, and they would mob me and kill me. It was really exciting and fun. So we're gonna have a good time with this. This is gonna be super fun. Now I do notice that there's a 7-cent item in the shop, so we'll make a effort to pick that up. I don't know if we'll get the money for it, but it would be nice. Now the problem with the delete this challenge I find is that, like, most of the items are charge items, so you can't really get very many of them. Because they always replace. So that's a little bit not fun. I mean, if you're gonna have a weird old challenge like this, just kind of go to town with it. I don't know why that happened, but it did. We made poop, and it made a fly. And the fly attacked us. Because this game is filled with hate. As long as we don't get the item... Well, as long as we don't get the combination that makes every consumable you pick up turn into a giant rocket, and immediately try to kill you, we should be okay. What happened? I don't know. Did we get any bonuses? I don't know. It's random! Isn't that wacky? Don't we love wacky? I mean, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like a little bit of wackiness, but this is like, my head just came off. Why did my head come off? Fuck if I know. It's for the lol, as the kids say. I mean, it's... Does this 12 charge item just kill everything in the room immediately? Because I'm here for that. But I think our head only comes off... Wait, no, it just comes off randomly. The head just pops right off. That's actually kind of cool. Gaining flight in a room is not a bad thing to have. Now, we won't be taking any deal with the devil items, because there's no reason to spend life on something we have no idea what the fuck it's gonna do. So we'll leave those be. Oh, we spawned many heads. This is wonderful. This is absolutely fabulous. Well, I mean, we only spawned the one head. We spawned many bodies that go and that destroy everything. And that's the important thing, is the destruction. It looks like we got a lucky one. So we'll have to keep hoping that this stays lucky. There's no telling, you know? Sure, we'll take this. It gave us a black heart. That's good. Black hearts are good. Okay, I need my head to pop off again. Any minute now. Just pop right off. Just do it. I'll get giant. That's fine with me. I don't mind being giant. Why is my head not popping off? Come on, you're supposed to... What if... Oh my god, what if that was an effect from the other item that we just dropped? Is that like a secondary effect of the charge item? I hope not. Because I really liked that. That was useful. I could do with having, like, less head in my life. I'd just be like a body. Be like Krang. I need some sleep. Have a great rest of your stream. Called, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you had a good time. And by all means, have the most pleasant and wonderful dreams. Hopefully we will see you sometime in the future. Oh, there's my head again. The head does still come off. Go us. Hello? Please stand up. Thank you very much. I guess that's the best she can do with sleep, but by all means, please do if you can. So something is giving us tracking booger shots. I don't know what, and I don't care, because it's wonderful. We just need something that gives us, like, maybe some kind of damage bonus would be slick. I'd be super duper cool with that. Because that's the one of the things about this challenge, if you don't get an item that does something completely wild and just breaks the challenge, it's really hard to get stat increases because of the randomness of the effects. And that makes later stages, like once you're in the womb and the cathedral, it gets really sloggy.
Soul of Bethany.
Soul of Bethany. The bodies here are helping out a lot, but like we're still working with just base damage. Please. Oh, of course the heads pop off once the enemy's gone. I have no idea what just happened. Also, I don't know why, like, the items are making... Oh shit, Hive is sleeping too! Hive, I'm so sorry I missed you, but, if you're still here, please sleep well. No evil dreams. Unless you enjoy those. Fudge. I wish I'd noticed that, because that was like a couple of minutes ago. And now I feel kind of shitty. Why does it feel like our damage went down? Okay, kill these dudes. Thank you. I wish the head popping effect would be quicker. Because it does seem to take its sweet time. And I kind of need it as soon as possible. It is nice that we get it every room. That's hard to argue with, but... You know, at the same time... Where am I tracking booger shots? Thank you. We need more of those. Why, game? Why you gotta be like this? Oh, but we got a damage up. I have no idea why. Oh, yeah. Oh, the curry was pretty good. All my pores were opened. I want to try the spiciest one, though. Ludo, it's wonderful to see you tonight. And Zambonium! How you doing, yo? Doing pretty well. You know, it's up and down. But, yeah, making it through life. Watched a couple of movies recently. That's really the only big news I've got. Ludo, I'm so glad that the curry worked out for you. I should try a curry pack. I haven't done that in a while. I've just been doing dolls because they're so simple. And it means I don't have to buy anything. Hey game, could you make my head explode? Curry is good. Any good movies? They were good-ish. Oh my god, what's going on here? So many bodies. I watched No Way Home, and I watched Welcome to Raccoon City. Dolls are so good. I didn't really super enjoy No Way Home, but I did enjoy Welcome to Raccoon City for what it was, which was pretty goofy B-movie fare. Curry and Dolls, it's very good. Hi, viewer's still here! I felt really bad because I didn't get to say goodnight to you, because I wasn't paying attention. And you're back! I gotta make up a big pot of curry tomorrow, because I am all out. Well, I gotta make a big pot of dal tomorrow. They're not, I guess, technically the same thing. Wasby! Holy crap, how you doing? It has been forever? Oh my god, indeed! Dal is so good. Go to sleep like in Jeff the Killer. Is that... do we want to encourage Hive to be killed? Is that what happens? I'm not really familiar with Jeff the Killer. I'm assuming killing happens. Jeff is a killer. That's what I hear. I know that Jeff the Killer was, like, pretty big and memey in, Little Big Planet for a while. This is the first Twitch stream I've caught this year. I am so proud that it's ours. And I hope that it's because you've been busy and not because of other terrible reasons. I wasn't trying to be too literal. I'm Jeff in this analogy, I guess, because I'm telling Hive to go to sleep. Okay. I feel like in a story, whenever anybody's telling somebody to go to sleep, it's almost always going to end badly. No creepypasta metaphors unless it's based on the Godzilla creepypasta. I mean, that's a good call. That's a very good call. been busy and have had super active brain. I can understand that mood. I hope that the brain hasn't been too super active to be comfortable. But yeah, that's a big mood. I'm gonna stick with the demon lung that we have, because I think the demon lung is kind of like a nail effect, and I could use that. Sleeping is 11 out of 10 best hobby. There was... Okay, I think I might have told this story before, but the English company that I used to work for, the English teaching company that I used to work for, they had like this Welcome to Nova video that would play... Okay, I have no idea what the fuck happened right there. They had this Welcome to Nova video that would play for when customers would come into the shop to apparently convince them to join our school. It was a terrible video. It was like... It felt like it was shot in the early 80s, even though I know that's not the case. But, you know, they show this class. It's a one-on-one class, and the teacher asks the student what the student's hobby is. And the student's like, I like sleeping. And the teacher just, like, breaks out, sleeping? That's not a hobby. And at the time, I was much younger at that time, and I was like, you know what, that is kind of, like, sleeping seems like a weird hobby. But now, like, no, I'm here for it. I'm definitely down with sleeping being a hobby. Luna says, I've been researching Vikings and the movie Happy Feet on the same day, so my brain is highly stimulated. What the fuck just happened here? Oh no, I didn't want to leave my lung! I left my lung! I needed the lung! Now I've got this crappy item that just summons death clouds? I don't need death clouds. Oh fudge. I am F lung. F to the lung indeed. It's a highly thought out metaphor for how I smoke too much. I'm sad about that. Alice says, meanwhile I've been doing the important work studying the iconic wooden boy that Pinocchio. Are y'all gonna have, like, is the next podcast gonna be the Pinocchio podcast? And also, am I subscribed to your movie podcast? I feel like I should be. I feel like everyone should be. So if you would like to drop a podcast name, it's probably going to be at the end of the year podcast. Fair enough. If you'd like to drop the name of your podcast in chat so that people could follow, Ludo and Alice do a fun little movie podcast where they look at... okay, so literally this item just makes me jump and then summons an asshole to kill me. I love it. They watch 2 movies paired under the same theme, and then discuss those movies and their backgrounds and what is or is not cool about them. It's a really neat little podcast. I enjoyed the episode that I watched. Well, I listened to. So I feel like I can recommend them. So I'm doing that right now with my mouth. The parts of my mouth, which are my mouth parts, it's really neat. The first episode, Gemini Movies, the Twin Movie Podcast. Gotcha. So if we pop that into YouTube, it's gonna show up. I'll check on my next break because I might already be subscribed, but I do have a bit of an issue of like not hitting the buttons that I should be hitting. In particular, Wikipedia has a page for Twin Movies, and we randomly pick the movies we covered from that list. That's like, it's kind of a weird flex from Wikipedia. Gemini Movies Podcast is going to bring you the YouTube. Excellent. I will check on my break. I might be... I should be subscribed. I think I'm subscribed to your Freaky Links one, but I don't know if I'm subscribed to this one. I'm still figuring out how to get on those podcast apps. There are podcast apps? I realize that's like the biggest old lady thing I could have possibly said right now, but... Same channel, so you're on it. I'm on it? Wait, me? I'm so confused. We live in a world of possibilities. Why are we wasting our time with hypertunnels when we already have podcast apps and trains? Mostly the trains, but I'm including the podcast apps here because I think it's fair. Losing out on the demon lung is really put a crimp on this run, and it's making me very sad. I am sad. What if we record a podcast on a train? See? Trains bring so much into our lives. Oh fuck. This dude is very fast. That guy was super fast. I hate that. Maybe I could drop a bomb to try to kill that dude? Damn. That was a lucky get. Would have been nice if they had, like, let us fly earlier. I'm just kind of saying. We would get all, like, the train rooms. And everybody likes the rooms of the train. It could be your gimmick. Like snakes on a plane, podcasts on a train. It writes itself. What the actual fuck, though? What happened? There's so much extra content in the Rebirth edition of this, I have no idea what's going on, but it's great. Oh, it's a hoot. Okay, so this apparently just makes trinkets? So we could just do this until we get a good one? We're gonna record a podcast on a train and record a murder happening. I feel like that's the plot of, like, either a really good or really bad 90s movie, not starring Jake Gyllenhaal, but probably should be starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh god. This is not the best reintroduction to Isaac content, though, I have to say, Wasby, because this particular challenge is basically everything in the game is glitched. Like, all the items are completely glitched, the floors are glitched, so it doesn't quite show off, like, what a normal run would look like. Because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. it's... Our head pops off and we get extra bodies, and that's just a thing that happens now? That Poirot story where he solves a murder on a train, but with podcasts and phones. See? This is genius. You gotta get on this. You could become international superstars. You'd show up in your own Danish book series? I don't remember if the girl with the dragon tattoo was like just vaguely Scandinavian. Oh, fudge. I will feed this beggar. It was Swedish. See, that's exactly like Danish. Very, very similar. I do realize, of course, that the Swedes and the Danes are not the same. I would like to apologize to all of our Swedish fans. Oh, well, fuck me, I guess. So, hopefully this sword that's hanging over our head is just for aesthetic and is not actually the Sword of Damocles effect. Because Sword of Damocles is a really fun item. Like, honestly, it's a really fun item. It's a spacebar item that can get used once, and when you use it, it doubles every item that you will see throughout the rest of the game. Like, every item pedestal is doubled. The downside is that every time you get hit, it has a chance of falling on your head and killing you instantly, no comebacks. And I think every X number of frames that pass in the game, it has a chance of falling on your head and hitting you. Or either that or the percentage chance increases that it will fall on your head and hit you. So if you can be speedy, you can turn a Damocles run into something really interesting. However, if you don't play particularly well, like me, then it's, you know, you die. Death that's a thing that could happen pretty easily. So, it's a great item with the Lost, because the Lost already, like, you're looking to not take hits, and getting all the extra damage, like, getting all the extra items can really beef up your damage something significantly.
Speed.
But it's not an item I'm usually comfortable taking, because I don't dodge well. I mean, you know, it's... everybody's got their own limits. You'll get there eventually. It is honestly kind of stressful. It's fun, but it's definitely stressful. Does this item just make our head change? I don't care for that. I will stick with the Sword of Damocles since we've already got it. I've had a few runs where it's just really popped off, and you end up just lucking out into all the great items. But that's definitely the exception and not the rule. Oh! Okay, so apparently now we have an item where if I pick up hearts, it... Wait, if I pick up... Okay. Wait, what? I thought if I picked up items, that if I picked up consumables, that it would spawn enemies, but then it didn't, so... Whatever, I suppose? That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Not sure if I liked it. No, just kill everything. Make everything die. Wait, what does per throw even mean to us?
Shot speed.
It's very on brand for Isaac, that's true. Wait, there wasn't... Was there an item... I guess... I suppose if we get a spacebar item that we don't like, we could per throw it? Just kind of a 6-1. Half dozen of the other? Oh shit! What the fuck was that? Why? Did this spawn giant bombs? Was that just for fun? Is that gonna be a thing from now on? We're just gonna get giant bombs? I hate it. Also, our per throw disappeared. So I hope you didn't read that. I hope that wasn't gonna save the game for us. Game, go home, you're drunk. Oh fuck. Jeez. I got nothing. I have no idea. I love it, but I'm also super confused. All I know is that we're producing large numbers of little minions, and those little minions, much like in the movie Minions, will kill everything in the room. That's how that works, right? The minions are... they're... what are they called? Obligate predators? I think that's what they're called.
Pretty.
It's well observed minion behavior. Oh fuck! Damn it! No! Ah! That sucked. Curse you! It was as soon as the sword of Damocles popped up, the pin was pulled on that run. It was not gonna. There was a low percentage chance that it could have won. We'll do. I think we could do one more quick one for the night. We'll do Torika Kokan, which is cantrip in English. I mean, I don't know if that translates exactly to cantrip. It's just that's what the challenge is in English. Because I don't know what Torika means. Basically, what you got here is you don't pick up any items. Instead, you pick up cards. Well, no. You pick up deck of cards, a starter deck, in the boss room. If you look in the lower right corner, you see the item icons. That you can use those for as many cards as you're holding currently, but they only last for the current room. So it's kind of weird, and it's a little bit hard to leverage. But it only goes to Mom's foot, so that's not so bad. But so now we've got New on deck, and New is awesome. So we'll save that for the boss because it's an all stats up. Now, one thing I don't remember from this challenge is if you get an item that gives you HP, if you keep the HP when it's gone, like you do with Tainted Isaac, I'm hoping that's the case. Well, that must be the case, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get any HP in the game. Because I don't think any regular cards show up. I think just the special cards for representing items. Now the starter deck here adds an extra card per floor. So I think by the end you can hold maybe 5 or 6. Fudge. What happened? So we use potato peeler. Let's test this. We use potato peeler to release the health. Let's see if we keep both the cube of meat and the damage bonus, or if that goes away when we lose the potato peeler effect. Because I don't know, honestly. Okay, we did keep them both, so that's pretty darn great. I'm a fan there. And we've got Play-Doh cookies, so we use that. Because who doesn't like a little bit of Play-Doh cookie? Well-established fact that the rainbow items are Misko's favorite items in the game, even when they completely ruin runs. I've always wanted to play Binding of Isaac, but it seems to be just so many I don't... there seem to be so many I don't know what to play. Okay, well, let's kind of step by step it. We're gonna split it in half. You've got Vanilla Isaac, which is the original Flash game. And that's got, I think, just the one DLC called Wrath of the Lamb. Vanilla Isaac is good, but it's really, really hard. And it's not super well balanced. And I'm sure somebody's made a mod for it, but it doesn't have native controller support. So, like, you gotta do a workaround with Joy and Key, or Joy 2 Key, I can't remember what it's called. I played I played like about 90 hours or so of Vanilla Isaac, and I enjoyed it. It's certainly got an aesthetic. It's really quite weird, but the difficulty and the lack of balance made it really difficult for me to kind of want to keep going with it. I beat it a couple of times. I got, I think, maybe somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 of the trophies, and I was like, that was enough for me. So on the other side, you've got the kind of new Isaac version called Rebirth. And Rebirth is just the base version of the new game. Even if you played just Rebirth by itself, I think you could have a really good time with it. Each add-on pack adds a lot of content, like a lot of content. So Rebirth, the first DLC is Afterbirth, the second DLC is Afterbirth Plus, and the third DLC is Repentance, which is what we're playing now. So those are all DLC, so you'd need to get Rebirth first. If you are interested in the game, even though I think that the DLC, adds a lot of really good content to the game, the new characters are very interesting, the new items are very interesting, but if you just kind of wanted to test the waters, I think just picking up Rebirth, which shouldn't be too expensive nowadays, picking up Rebirth, playing through like a couple full runs, see how you feel about the game, if you enjoy it, and if it's something that clicks with you, maybe add the DLC on piece by piece. You don't need to get all the DLC at once, and like if you do, all of the DLC, it's like 627 achievements in the game. Like there's a lot of unlocks in the game. So, like, I've started playing Rebirth from when it first came out. So, they're all add-ons. So, like, once we went from Binding of Isaac to Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and those are two separate paths with their own sets of add-ons. But yeah, it's like I started playing Rebirth when it first came out, so I was getting the DLCs as they came out. So, like, getting all the unlocks and stuff wasn't such a big bite all at once. But I could see, like, if you bought all 3 DLC and Rebirth in one piece, like, it's a lot. I only have the original, so I can't really say what Rebirth is like to play, but it seems much better to me from just watching. It's a lot smoother. I feel like room design and floor balance is a lot better off. Like, it felt to me in Rebirth, it's been, honestly, years since I played, so I should kind of say that as a starting point. My memories might not be perfect for it, but I felt like there are a lot of ways in Rebirth that you could just basically get, not Rebirth, in Vanilla, that you could basically just get fucked over for no fault of your own. And you could definitely get fucked over for RNG in Rebirth, but I don't feel like you get into states that are just unwinnable for the most part. So it's like the original, but they fixed the mechanics and better gameplay with more interesting add-ons. Yes. Like, even with just the base Rebirth version, they reworked most of the items to better combo with other items. So there's a lot of combinations that work in the game, a lot of synergies between different items that you could do some really wacky stuff with, but can be a hell of a lot of fun. I particularly like, I don't think this was in vanilla, but there's a Devil Deal item called Brimstone that lets you shoot a giant laser out of your face. Just like a giant blood beam that you could charge up and shoot. There's also a Devil Deal item called Mom's Knife that gives you a knife that you can throw at people. These are both great items by themselves. But when you combine them together, instead of shooting a giant laser out of your face, you just shoot like 20 or 30 knives straight from your mouthpiece. Now that by itself is cool. But now if you also get Spoonbender, and Spoonbender is an item that gives tracking shots. Like, it makes your whatever attack you have home in on the enemy. If you get Spoonbender, then it'll make those knives all, like, flow around the room as they try to find enemies to kill. So it's just like this wave of knives, and it's really pretty looking. As funny as that sounds, it's really pretty looking, but it's also super fucking cool. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna knife everything. I love when you just get synergies that work well together, and even trinkets sometimes synergize with items, which can be a lot of fun. Turn it into a bullet hell, but for the enemies. It's like you finally get to be on the winning side of a Toho game. I was there's so many, like, and all of those items I just told you, those were all just basic Rebirth items. Like, they're not in any of, you don't need the DLC to get them. But I was playing this run a few days ago. I was doing recordings for YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and because I gotta plug that. If I don't plug the YouTube channel, who am I? Actually, I hardly ever do. But you've got an item called soy milk, and soy milk decreases your damage significantly, but it increases your tears rate also significantly, like massively. Your tears rate basically is your fire rate in the game. I do have a YouTube. I do. I don't know if can you see the panels in beneath the stream? Because it should have either in the panels or in my Twitch bio, it should have my YouTube channel listed. But so there's an item called soy milk. It raises your rate of fire significantly, but it decreases your damage significantly. So it's kind of a cost-benefit trade-off deal. Usually it's pretty good, to be honest, but there's an item that was added in Repentance. Oh wait, the since when? What is the since when about, Zimbonium? Because I'm not 100% sure. There's an item added in Repentance called C-section, where you spit. This is gonna sound so gross and weird, but you spit babies out of your stomach, or probably technically your womb, but Isaac doesn't have a womb. Depends on the character. And the babies home in on enemies and attack. They do huge amounts of damage, but the charge time on it is a bit of a pain in the ass. But since when did you make a YouTube? I've had a YouTube for a while now, probably about 6 years. But the current YouTube is maybe 3 years old, because I restarted my channel after I figured my shit out about being trans, and I wanted to change the channel name. So I just started a new channel because YouTube wouldn't let me do that. But I can throw a link to it in chat if you want me to. Just let me finish this room, and I'll toss a link in. But the short version of the story that I was doing a terrible job of telling, is that with C-section and soy milk combined, you spray just scores of babies across the room, and they home in on every enemy and just tear the enemy apart. Just these tiny little babies. It is the funniest fucking thing in the world. And I basically wrecked all the hardest bosses with it. Now, gotta stop that channel intro. I need to change the channel intro, but I don't have a... whatchamacallit? I don't have a coherent work schedule at the moment. This should take you to my channel, and you'll find my favorite pastime is throwing babies at people. Well, I mean, with C-section is a tricky unlock. I have to be honest about that. It is a bit of a pain in the ass to get the unlock, but with C-section, you can realize your dream of throwing babies at people. And sometimes those babies have knives. And sometimes those babies shoot lasers. Because the babies synergize with whatever tier effects that you have. So, if you have explosive tears, babies are going to shoot out explosive tears at people. Or I think they just blow up when they hit people. They're just like... they're dynamite babies. It's so much. Periodically, you'll get combos that are just so powerful that they'll break the game. So that is something to watch out for. It depends how strong your rig is. but I love Isaac. Honestly, I think Isaac is Rebirth is probably, I would say, pound for pound, is probably one of the best designed simple games out there. Like, there are games that I like more for different reasons, but Rebirth is a game that I can just come back to constantly, and like, I was just in a recording mood this weekend. My brain wasn't really focused enough to do level review recordings, and so I sat down and recorded Rebirth runs all weekend, and I had an absolute fun time with it. It was a hoot. I don't think, aside from Little Big Planet, I don't think there's any game I've come back to as much as Rebirth. And I've played a lot of games over the past 30 plus years, since whenever I was a kid and my folks got an old wood paneled Atari. And yeah, I think, like, I can't think of any games that I've played that I've come back to as consistently for as long as I have with Rebirth. Now the one downside I will say, to some extent downside of Rebirth for folks, is that, well, first it's going to depend a lot on just, do you like roguelike games? Are you okay with games that are going to periodically just completely fuck you over for RNG? Because that'll happen. There will be runs that'll just be awful RNG runs. And are you comfortable with the kind of story that it's telling? The story does tend to fade in the background fairly quickly, but like, there's still a lot of dealing with religion and fairly heavy topics in Rebirth, and not everybody's going to be comfortable with that, and that's super cool. But if it's something that you're not comfortable with, you're not going to enjoy the game. It will not be particularly fun for you, which I respect. Like, if somebody said to me that they just, you know, they looked at it and it just, what the game was saying was something that didn't click with them, I'd be like, yeah, that's super understandable. That's super cool. I'm very much myself not a fan of you must play my favorite game. I think that's kind of shitty. Well, it's the way that story is implemented in Isaac is kind of weird. It's not story heavy in the sense that, like, an RPG would be story heavy, or like a really character driven game would be story heavy. It tells its story through cutscenes, like, in between levels. Just random cutscenes in between levels, and the endings of the game, and the intro at the beginning. But the story that it is telling is a fairly heavy and serious one. And it's one that you can tell had and has a lot of meaning to the creator. I remember watching a video about the story a long time ago. It's an interesting story. It's a very dark story. But I think it's, like, for me, because I've played so much, it kind of fades into the background for me. Like, I know it because I've done it already. I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times already, but like, I think it can be quite affecting the first time through. And I know the first time that I got the True Path ending, which was added in Repentance, like, that whole section is a fairly moving experience. Where, as you're going up through the True Path, like, each other floor, there's a bit of a recorded dialogue section of Isaac's mother and father fighting, with the implication that, like, these are things that Isaac, the conversations that Isaac remembers, and as the family relationship deteriorates, leading up to Isaac's dad leaving. And the voice acting is, I found to be really quite well done. And it was, the first time I heard it, like, because again, anything that you hear enough times is going to start to lose a little bit of impact, but the first time I heard it, it was really impactful. And then at the end of the True Path ending, when you fight the Beast, which is kind of like the uber boss, so to speak. I mean, I don't find the Beast to be a particularly difficult fight, but compared to other, like, end game enemies, I don't think the Beast is a super hard fight, but at the end of that, there's a section where Isaac is talking to his father, and you realize that the game is a story told from Isaac's perspective, that he's made up, based on his fears about his parents' relationship falling apart. And it's, again, it's just like, it's really impressive to hear. It's a really interesting way that Edmund kind of puts a bow on everything. Now, I don't know if any particular ending in Isaac is canon, so to speak, because there's, let me think. Hold on, I gotta count this out. You got Light Path ending, Dark Path ending, you have Delirium ending, Mother ending, and True Path ending. So you've got like 5... It is a heartbreaking toy box. You've got 5 possible endings, and I don't know, like, necessarily if one of them is considered more canon than the others, because they all have fairly different implications on, like, what exactly has happened. But I like to think that the True Path ending is the actual, so to speak, ending of the game. If only because it makes for a much more positive ending than a lot of them. And I think it's kind of like Isaac's earned a bit of a positive ending, considering everything. That may be me just being a softie, but, you know. I reserve the right to be a softie.
Isaac!
I see nothing wrong with that. Mother, could you not stomp on me? Oh shit, this is the end of the game. That's right, this path only goes, this challenge only goes to Mother. In that case, like, let's just... yes, he fights the 4 Ultra Horsemen and the Beast, like, all in one long boss fight. It's actually like a... Yes, that's the one. It's a really cool boss fight, and it's a really interesting way to kind of add a different mechanic into the game, but in a way that still feels close enough to what the game has been doing up to that point, that it's not... like, it's not completely out of left field as far as how the gameplay works. So you don't feel like you're trying to do a completely new skill at the last minute, because that can be a little frustrating in games. The fight is really cool. It's really enjoyable. The only downside I find to the fight is because it's moved to side scrolling with an auto scroll during the actual beast fight of that. It does really weird things to tier effects that have arcs to them. There's not a lot of them. Like, you've got Ipecac, which is an explosive shot. Really powerful, but it can explode in your face. And Haemalacria, which is... it's a shot with a slow rate of fire, but it bursts when it hits, like a howitzer. And those both have an actual arc. Now, usually when everything is on a plane like this, and the arc doesn't really matter because it still travels in a straight line because we're looking from the top down. But when you're looking from the side and the arc comes into play, and it's real easy for those shots to go right over the enemies, and so you get these two items that are really great. Like, well, Ipecac is I'm on the fence about because I kill myself with Ipecac a lot, but like the really powerful run carrying items, but they're almost unusable in that fight. But since you can't change your tier effects, like the tier effects you have are the effects that you have, it's kind of like, well, I guess not gonna win this one. I think they might have done a little bit of patching on those, but I'm not 100% sure. There's also some weird things where, like, some effects can knock the enemies off the screen, like the horsemen off the screen, and it'll make their attacks center in the wrong area, so you'll get caught in places that you should have been able to avoid if they were in the right spot. But those are kind of minor gripes. The fight at Ipecac is scary, but also very fun. But the fight itself it can definitely be hard, but I feel like it's got patterns that are easier to learn and easier to deal with than, for example, like the mother fight. The mother fight is the other, like, super final boss that was ended during that was added with Repentance, and most of the mother's attacks are not that hard to figure out and to finally get a pattern down for. But she's got this one where, like, she spins and she sprays out shots, and there'll be like sets of 4 bullets that travel in like a snaking pattern, and for some reason my brain can just not figure out the pattern on those shots, and I eat so much damage on when she gets into that attack. So sometimes, because it's all RNG, sometimes she'll only do that attack like once or twice during the fight, and then sometimes she'll just spam that attack the entire time, and like, oh, it's like, well, that run's not gonna win. I never have that issue with the Beast. There's time, like, I've lost on that fight, I've lost to the Ultra Horseman, I've lost to the Beast a number of times, but, like, usually it's because I'm playing badly, or I just don't really have the stats to get through the fight. because, like, with any kind of bullet hell game or roguelike game like this, the longer that the fight goes on, the more likely even a good player is going to take damage, and damage just stacks up. So unless you're someone who can just dodge no problem all the time, and there are players like that, and my hat's off to them. I don't wear a hat, but if I wore a hat, I'd take my hat off for them. But like, I'm definitely not in that group. So I need to have some stats up to actually get through some of the later fights. But well, this was a bit of a weird stream. We got some good stuff accomplished. We had more than a few losses there. We unlocked the... What did we unlock this time around? Well, we just got Justice Reversed, which is... Justice Reversed, I think, spawns 4 gold chests, which is kind of a cool little thing if you got a lot of keys on hand. If you don't have any, it just teases you with your lack of keys. It mocks you. But I do think this is thank you so much, Zambonium. That means an awful lot to me. Like, that makes me super happy. Yeah. Because work schedules are really weird recently, this week's stream schedule is going to be definitely on Wednesday. Will be a stream. I don't know what we're gonna play yet. We might do more Isaac if I'm in the mood for it. Might do more Skullgirls. That was kind of fun. But I don't know if I could do Skullgirls for like another 3 hours. But I had a good time with it last time, so that's an option. But we'll think of something for Wednesday night. Now, the third stream this week is a little bit up in the air. It's either going to be Friday or Saturday. The thing is that I think this Friday is the helping out at the food pantry, and I really want to... That's kind of a priority. I mean, it's weird. Like, being here with y'all is a priority, but, like, being able to do some kind of community help is kind of important for my mental health as well. So, if the food bank prep is on Friday, then the stream will be on Saturday, and I'll put up a tweet, of course, just to, you know, keep everybody informed, let folks know what's going on. This Friday, or well, the last stream of the week, whichever day that is. Sambodium, thank you so much. That means an awful lot. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So, whichever day it's gonna be Dreams. That's gonna be that stream. But I do think my voice is starting to go. I've been talking all day. And I've had a wonderful night, folks. I hope that you are all taking care of yourselves, keeping yourselves safe, because, you know, the world, drink all the water that you need to be drinking. If you're on medications, take them on schedule. And know that there's folks out there who are hoping for your best life and your well-being. And that's me, I'm folks. But there's also other folks, it's not just me. But I am the folks in this case as well. And from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.